Adarsh here. So today we're gonna see how we can deploy a Spring Boot application as a service, so that it can start on OS VM restart, and in case if we are restarting the VM on the AWS, it will automatically restart. So first thing what we're gonna do, we should have a Spring Boot application. What you can do, you can go to Spring and Slicer. You can just add the dependencies of web and time leave and Lombok for, and you can just give a package name and all, and you can just download it. So it will create a project, and then you can download it immediately. You can open in IntelliJ, and you can just add some simple REST controller. So I have already application. For more detail, you can just see the previous video where I have shown how you can create a Spring Boot application and deploy on AWS EC2 instance. So I have that application with me here. So what you're gonna do, you have to just add one tag here, config in plugin, and you have to give the jar file so that it will not give the version in the jar file. I just on the top level I can show you what I have done. I have just created a REST controller here, which will show the while hitting it API slash message, it will give you the IP and host name of that. And I have another controller slash welcome. So if you see, I have a static page index.html where you will get a link to direct it to the welcome. So control will come to this application controller, and it will return the welcome template, timely template, and once it will show the template, you will see the message and the IP. So that's how it's a simple application. If we compile it, and clean package, ambient spring boot colon 1, and what we can do, we can just call http //localhost /API/message. So this is what the message you can see here. And in case if we just hit into the browser, it will show the welcome page. If you click on that, it will show the IP and message. That's it. It's a simple application. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just go to the location, and we'll just copy the jar file which is created, executable jar file, which will be Springboot web-rest. So I already, I guess, copied into my desktop. I'll just see once again. I'll just gonna copy it on my desktop, and I have my PEM file. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna create a EC2 instance. So first we'll go to service, launch instance, we'll select the AMI, Amazon AMI, and then we'll select T2 micro. We'll not add anything here as of now. Add storage 8 gig is fine. Keys, I'll add name Springboot auto start. Next, security configuration. I already have a configuration where what I have done, I've just added or I'll just show you what you can do. I need a SSH, as well as I need a custom TCP 8080, and you can just, based on your, like, if you want to open it from anywhere, otherwise you can provide a custom this thing. So with the same thing, you can say next, so it will create a launch wizard to this thing, but I just want to reuse my existing one, so which has the same rules. I'm going to use that. And now just see everything. Launch, I have an existing key pair, so I'll use that. I'll acknowledge, I will go to my desktop. Now instance is launching. Meanwhile, I'll see the connecting this thing. I'll take this because I already assigned 400 permission to my PEM file, so I don't need to do that. Say yes. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna take the sudo access and then I'll start updating the operating system. Then first thing which I have to do is I have to install Java, because I guess Java will not be there. So I'll install Amazon Java 8. I have added the repository, and so all this step what I have done, what I'm doing until the upload, it's already done in my previous video. That's why I'm not explaining too much into this. Just gonna take a few seconds. I'll see Java version is available here. I'll create a wd mkdir application. I'll create a folder application. I'll give permission to that, and I'm gonna create another. I'm gonna open a new window. CD desktop. So there's a command scp-i. I'll give my PEM file and the Java file name, and I have to give the instance information plus colon location, where it will be home slash ec2 user slash application. Okay, so I guess I have not given space here, that's why it's saying. Just give me a second. ec2, so start uploading ls. Okay, cd application ls. So it still has not been uploaded completely. It's done. Let's -ll. Okay, chmod 777 application. Sorry, it will be Springboot. -ll clear. So what I'm gonna do, Java Springboot. I'm gonna just test that my application is starting there. Just take this AP 8080. Sorry, I have given a my application is working now. I can see here, and API slash message SSH message. It's working fine, so I can close it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the application down, and I'm gonna create a couple of files. First file I'm gonna create is Springboot service file, where I have to provide certain information. So description of the service, user, this execute this execute.sh file for all the users. I created that file. I'll give permission to that file, and then I'll create another execute.sh file. I'll give permission to this file also. So after that I have to copy this file to etc systemmd location, so that, and I have to reload the systemctl daemon. After that I have to create a soft link, and I'll keep all these commands in the description box so that you can use it. Then we have to enable this one as a service, and then I have to start this application, this service, Springboot as a service. So just to see whether what's the status of that, there's a command systemctl-i status and service name. So you can see here that application has been started. So if I just go to the same location and I'll say 8080, it should show me the page. Yes, it's showing me the page. Now what I have to do, because I have to stop the service, so I stop the service now, and I can check the logs. The service has been started, sorry, stopped or not. Yeah, service has been stopped. Stopping ESpark boot services, everything is okay. So now we'll add the service as a startup service. So there's a command check config, add this one service to the check configuration, and then we will say it on. Let's enable one more time just to make sure it's enabled. I am just executing this command, and I'm just trying to validate it whether it has been successfully added to the startup. So now it's successfully startup. So if I start the service, okay, I started the service, and I'll see the log of the service. So it's working, and this endpoint should return us. Yes, it's also returning. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna stop this instance. So the instance will be stopped completely, and if I try to get this endpoint, try to hit this endpoint, it should not respond me back anything. Service has been completely stopped. If I hit this endpoint, it will not respond me anything back on this, and I should be disconnected from my EC2. Yeah, so now service has been completely stopped, and if you can see here, it's not responding anything back. Okay, even if I try to hit the boot endpoint, it will not say anything because its service has been down completely. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, just for testing, I'm gonna start the instance once again, and once instance will start, I'll not start the service because I already added it into startup of the operating system. So once the operating system load, it will start the Spring Boot service automatically. That's what my expectation is, and so far as what I added, according to that, it gonna, so still it's initializing. So now service is running. I'll just copy this, try to connect. Okay, it says connection refused. I say yes. So now I'll just see the status of the service. log. So if you can see here, my application is already started on, see here, and if I just try to hit the IP here with 8080, it should respond me back. Yeah, it's responded me back, and we say API slash message. Yeah, it's responding me back. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna create a AMI of that create image, and this image I'm gonna use it for my future purpose videos. AMI. So once AMI has been created, because while creating AMI, it will just shut down the system for a moment, and system will be shut down. That's why I've just kicked out of the SSH connection. So where we can go to the AMI. Here it's like private AMI, which is pending, the pending state. So what we can do, we can just duplicate this, close this tag, we'll go to instance, go to instances. Yeah, once my AMI is done completely, I'll just shut down the instance. It's gonna take a while. So what basically it's gonna do, it's gonna take a snapshot of the instance, but it will not store the operating system. It will store the application what we created, the files what we created there, executable file or service file, everything. So now it's done, available. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to instance, I'm gonna terminate the instance, and I'll filter it based on the instance state not equal to terminated. So it will not show me the terminated instance. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a new, launch a new instance. I'll select my AMI which I have done here. Okay, I'll take a free tier general purpose. Here everything I'll keep it same, but in this place what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give certain commands. Like first command is copy my service file to the system etc/systemd folder, then reload that, after that enable it as a service. So after that I'll say enable it as a service, then start it as a service, and I'll just create symbolic link. This is a command for symbolic link, and this is a command for symbolic link. I'll just add it to the startup as for init, and I'll make sure that it will be on. So these are the commands which we need, so which already we did just now a few minutes back. We already have a service files in the application directory. We are just copying it, then we are reloading the daemon, and then we are enabling it as a service, and then we are starting a service. We'll create a symbolic link here, we'll just add it into the startup, and then we are making it on. So this is a this script we have to give there. Then we have to say add storage. We'll go for 8 gig only. Name, where we can give name Springboot, Springboot autostart. We can give security tag. I'm gonna use the existing security tag which I have used last time with the ATT, SSH and TCP ATT. I'll say review and launch. So everything looks good as of now. So I'm gonna use my existing keep here. So what my expectation is, like, once instance will come up, we'll directly hit the service, and Springboot as a service should automatically start. So what we have done earlier, we have just created an AMI of previous this thing, PWD. So one thing, if you see here, it has given me a root, but I have to connect it as a EC2 user. If I'll do this, I'll say yes, I'm connected it as a EC2 user, and if I see the service which I have configured in the startup, so if I see here, my Springboot service is already executing. So I'll just go and hit port 8080, and here what we are expecting, all service Springboot application is already started as a part of startup script, because what we have done, we have just created a service file and executable file, and then we have configured Springboot application which is already there in the application directory in the AMI. We have given that as a service, and that service we have configured as a startup service. So now there's no need of uh, installing it and doing it again. So in my future videos, I'm going to use the same process going forward. That's it for this time.